Hey guys, this is James from TeaDB, bringing you InBetweenIsode number 29. So we're going to just do kind of a really random episode, InBetweenIsode that you probably won't see very much from me, but we're going to do it anyways. So I am drinking a Oriental Beauty oolong today. And I don't dislike Oriental Beauty or anything like that, I just don't tend to drink it a lot. It's one of Denny's favorite teas, and I think it has a really friendly flavor. For me, it kind of exists in a similar sort of profile as a black tea, just because it's heavily oxidized and not particularly roasted. So today I am drinking some Oriental Beauty from Floating Leaves, who is local to me. Great tea shop. I'd highly recommend them. They're good all around in the selections that they offer for Taiwanese oolongs, especially. I like their high mountain tea. I like their lower elevation stuff like Dong Ding or Tia Guanyin. But today we have this. So I drank the first couple infusions already. So it has a kind of like this honey, sort of like sticky honey aroma to it. And we're going to give this a steep. So I always have to remind myself when I'm brewing these oolongs that I got to brew them for a little bit longer than the pu'er. This is sort of a tea that you can go a little bit lighter on the leaf to water ratio, for myself at least. Just because it tends to be very, a very casual brew. I'm drinking this in the evening, so I also don't want to consume quite as much caffeine, so I'm using a little bit less leaf than I would for something like a pu'er. And we will brew away. Alright, I'll show you guys this. Alright, cheers guys. So, I think from this, the most thing that I'm struck with the most, and keep in mind that I'm coming from someone that's drinking a lot of pu'er and stuff like that, so the big broader differences between this tea and the pu'er are going to be more significant for someone like myself versus someone that might drink more oolong, specifically Oriental Beauty and black teas like Denny. So it's really, really smooth. It's got this like nice long texture in the mouth that's sort of like a silky vanilla type texture. It has that very characteristic Oriental Beauty sweetness. It's not at all bitter or astringent, and it leads me to believe I could probably extend my steep times by just a little bit, just to get a little bit more flavor out. Quite tasty, and definitely a tea that I would recommend anyone that's interested in high mountain tea, Taiwanese teas checking out. And one thing you can do that's kind of fun is you can smell not only the bottom of your cup, which can be very fragrant, especially if you have like a this would not be a very ideal cup necessarily. Well, maybe it would, I don't know. But you can smell the bottom of your cup, you can smell the bottom of your chahai, just different ways that you can get the aroma out of the tea. Alright, and we will steep this guy. Alright, so the color is a little bit richer, so I think this is probably closer to sort of the profile that I was going for. And I'm also going to pull out some leaves in just a second to show you guys. So it's still very smooth. I would say sort of the extended steep time has lengthened its finish. It's probably going to last, if I were to guess, 3 or 4 more steeps. I wouldn't say it's losing steam significantly, but I think it doesn't necessarily have the legs, especially under these parameters, to go for something like 15 steeps or anything like that. But definitely a highly enjoyable tea, very pleasant, a very casual, easy drinking tea for someone like myself. Nice post-lunch tea or post-meal tea. Just like a really sweet, friendly flavor, and also one that I think that would be very friendly towards people that are new to tea. So just a way to kind of bring out the tea flavor without getting tea particularly bitter or astringent in a way that something like Young Raw Pu'er would be. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a quick shot of the wet leaf down here. And if you are interested in learning more about Oriental Beauty, specifically its history and unique sort of processing, we've covered that in previous episodes. So go check those out, the Bug Bitten Tea. And let me know what you guys think of this episode, what you'd like to see next. If you'd like to see Pu'er, if you'd like to see something else kind of random like this that I just pulled from a bag that I have lying around. But yeah, let me know. And thank you guys for watching. Cheers.